What's up, you guys? It's your girl Shiro, back with another episode of the Kenyan Plug Pod, and I am here to host another great episode. So, you guys, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for another episode of the Kenyan Plug Pod? Hey, episode 22. If you're coming from the podcast days, this is also the second visual. So, 222. That usually means something good. So I'm going to look that up and I'm going to make sure I share it with you guys. Hopefully that positive energy can also come to you, and that's what I'm here to basically spread at all times. Even if nakwambia I'm also, trying to give you some light in the darkness, because when you're going through something, you don't really think that somebody else is going through the same thing. So I'm just here to kind of let you guys know that we're pretty much all going through the same thing. We're all going through just maneno mingi, man, maneno mingi, but we're going to make it through, and we're going to bounce back. So are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let me start off by saying, not are you ready, because I want to make sure, I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for the feedback, the feeding my soul, and you're talking to me, and I'm just so, I'm so happy to hear that you guys are feeling the podcast, because that means that it's working. That means that it's working. And I'm not even saying like I need kuplipwa. I don't have to get paid it right now, but I do want to get paid later. So champion, if you're looking at this, make sure you're sponsoring your girl. But it's not even about that. It's about being able to help you guys out as I'm helping myself out, because honestly, like I said on the last episode, this is a counseling session. So I'm just happy to heal, and I'm happy to help you heal too, possibly. So you guys, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? What are we going to talk about this week? We're going to talk about friends. Friends, business and friends, life with your friends, having old friends, no new friends. We're just talking about friends, kabisa, the whole friendship, and understanding that there are many relationships. They are like the relationships before the relationships. There are relationships without maybe some kind of intimacy, the intimate act. But you want your friendships to have intimacy, because you want to be able to share things that you cannot share with just the regular siju who. But at the same time, lazima be your friends that you're not in a relationship, because as of recently, I just found out that I was in a 10-year relationship with a friend, and I did not have a clue. Sikuwa najua. I was lost when I found out that we were breaking up, and I was the one who was causing it. It's not you, it's me. But I didn't know I was in a relationship. I did not know I was in a relationship with this individual. So first things first, can you, would you let your partner have like a opposite sex best friend, or a friend that is the opposite sex? So as for me, would you allow your woman to have a guy best friend, and would you allow your man to have a girl best friend? Is that something that you do in your adult ages? Because when you're in high school or when you're younger, of course, you can do that type of stuff. And even in college, you can get around with, having a guy friend in college is good, because you kind of know what to look out for, how to maneuver with certain things, because you don't want to get played. That's the point every time. You don't want to get played. So if you have a guy friend that can kind of help you along the way, it's good. Also for guys, it's good to have a girlfriend to help you along the way. Make sure you're not making certain moves. Make sure you know how to talk to the girls, stuff like that. Just being a wing woman, it's nothing wrong with that. But when you're getting older, you're starting businesses, you are starting a relationship, how do you do it? How do you have a best friend that is the opposite sex, and how do you handle that? Because as for me, that's why I wanted to have a guest on the show, because I wanted to ask this question and kind of just hear what the standpoint is. When I was in a relationship with the first African guy I got into a relationship with a while back, he was just telling me, at that time I was freshly out of college. So by the way, I was still talking to my guy friends a lot, and yeah, he was just like, back home we don't do this, this is not how we do it. You've obviously been Americanized because if you start to think that you can have this number, because I have a lot of guy friends. So he was like, if you could think you can have all these guy friends, that's just, it's not how Africans do it. And yeah, I was like, at the end of the day, I am African peer, so I understand that concept. I knew that, but I just wanted to know, come on, you're secure enough to know that I have these guy friends and that I don't think of them in a romantic way, but I do think that they help me, like, kind of know what to do, like in a certain situation that only a guy can advise you a certain way. So yeah, that relationship ended because we could not get to an agreement with that. And I just think that American people, they're kind of more accepting of that, because I guess, it's just a norm. But in Africa, of course, it's like, kwani unafikia ati unaweza kuwa na what, you cannot have a guy friend and bring him around ati you're going to have my kids and you have guy friends. Like, unafikia ati that far ahead, but it's not that deep to me. But obviously it was, because that relationship proved it. But yeah, so, and the guys that I was fighting for, some of them were not even friends anymore, of just growing apart and elevating apart and all those type of things, and just choosing different paths. And alafu kuna watu wengine wenye they've been around for 10 plus years, and they think that they have rights to you. They think that they have rights to you as a guy, ati because he's my guy friend. He thinks that he anaweza kuwa na a position in my life that is bigger than the position of whoever comes along as my husband, or as my, like someone that I'm taking seriously. And unaanza kufikia ati your position is bigger than the other person's. You're crazy, you're mad, you're crazy, you're mad, you're crazy. And I kind of just wanted to tell that to you guys, because it's not something that is uncommon. This is something that's very common. Nimesikia this case a lot. When mtu mwenye umekuwa rafiki nao, you've been their friend for like 10 plus years, from high school or whatever. Alafu you get older with them, and they're your guy friend or your girlfriend, and you are, of course, the opposite sex. And they think that, okay, when you have somebody that you're serious about, when they come along, they have to sit down with them, you have to meet them, you have to see if they're the right fit for you and all of that. And I understand all of that, because after like a 10-year relationship of being friends, you're basically like my family now, because I trust you, we have talked about things, all of those things. But come say my guy that I'm dealing with, that I want to see in my future with, is not feeling my best friend that's a guy. Basi, snip snip. You have to go. Like, I'm sorry, but you are, if it's time to pick, I'm going to have to pick with the one that I see my future with, kabisa as my other half. I don't want to be with someone, that I don't want to make my other half uncomfortable because of you. And you, as my best friend, you're supposed to be able to know, okay, sasa namona, I see them, I see her, she looks happy, but see what, let me just sit back, because our course has run dry. Jaribu kufanya business na mimi, jaribu kufanya another avenue that is not just at you're going to call me at siju whatever time, I'm having these kind of girl troubles, I'm having these kind of troubles, can you come over, can you help me, can you talk to me? Hakuna mtu anataka kusikia hivyo. Like, if my man is getting a call sijui all the time from his girl ati best friend, ati kumwambia sijui ati, this just happened, can you come over, can you come? No, me staki kusikia maneno. Like, I'm your wife now. I'm preparing myself to be a wife. I don't want to hear those things. I don't want to hear that you're having your. And Lafu, somebody asked Ati, so you would not have a meeting with your guy and his girl best friend. Tunaweza ongea. We can do all of that. Tunaweza fanya yote. But at the end of the day, I'm still not allowing it. It's not something that I want to really be around. Business partners, watu kama lawyers, people that you have to go to that are women, of course, yes. But I don't want to be involved with any guy that has girl best friends, because this is 2019 and I keep stressing that thing. We There's a lot of stuff going on. Kuna ma sisters that are taking sisters mans. Kuna madhe wanachukua kadota's man. Na kuna fathers that are taking their sons daughters. Things their sons daughters. Their sons girls. There are so many things going on. There's so many things going on that is not acceptable. Your life, ya ma codes. Ati girl code, guy code, ma codes, friendship codes, codes imeisha. Hakuna ma
I didn't get to finish it, did we? I didn't get to finish it. They were so polite, bless them, they left me to sleep.
I just don't wanna stop. Oh my love.
Hakuna ma codes imeenda. They are no longer here. They have exited the building. Codes are gone. Unajua watu walikuwa nafikiria ati girl code is a real thing, guy code is a real thing, and that was just what it needed to be. It's people needed to have rules of how not to cross each other. But siku hizi kila mtu they don't care. They don't care. People cross each other without looking twice. They look at you now and cross up to the same time they're looking at you. Alafu you expect someone to put their relationship on the line for you when it's possible that you can cross me. That's why I don't trust these things of no new friends, or you can't sit with us, or nini. Those are childish things. Those are immature things. Alafu, another thing that I've been thinking about is the watu wakisema ati okay sasa if me and my friend that are girls, sasa I'm talking about same sex friends, if me and one of my girlfriends have a mutual friend, alafu she falls out with them, they're no longer friends sasa, do you think that I'm supposed to not talk to that girl anymore? I'm going to talk to that girl again. I'm going to talk to her. Si ati kukua disloyal, but you never know what kind of relationship I have. I am 25 now. I'm a grown woman like I'm a grown up now. Iyo masiku ya kukua ma high school cliques ati au ma clique. I don't want to be in a clique with you. Mi sifanyangi ma clique work. I'm my own individual person, and I try to have one-on-one relationships. Staki kukua rafiki na wewe because you're rafiki to the group, or ati whatever, because you're friends to the group now I have to be your friend. That's not my thing. That's not my MO. I like to make my own relationships up. I like to have my own friendships. But circling back to the guy friends and the perception that length trumps status, sijui where that mindset came from, but it's a very common thing, because hata nilikuwa na watch hii kashow, huyu madhe, like, she just was expecting the woman who is married to pick her over her marriage. And I don't understand that, because people really do have these expectations that if I've known you for 20 years, 30 years, 10 years, for a long time, that I have a position that nobody can take. And I think that is a sign of selfishness, and it's a sign of inconsiderateness, and it's a sign of immaturity. Because if you think that we have to grow together forever, and you don't want to let me grow, you don't want to allow me to grow, hiyo ni maneno ingine siwezi allow. I cannot allow those things anymore. Unajua kuna watu wenye wako na serious like manipulation issues, where they think that because you're their friend, that they have you in their pocket. Sasa where you go, they go. Where they go, you go. No. People have to understand that when you get to a certain age, marafiki sio, they don't have to be there for you at every second of the day. They don't have to answer every call. They don't have to answer every text. They don't have to come to you running when you have something going on with you. Yes, ideally, that's what you want your friend to be able to do in a relationship, out of a relationship, no matter what. But the thing is that we are growing up. And even if it's not because that you're gonna come say, oh, because you have a girlfriend, it's just simply because sasa I am starting, okay, so I'm recording Kenyan Plug Pod. Mtu akinipigia simu, you cannot reach me. You cannot reach me right now because I'm busy doing what I want to do, like what I'm trying to do, what I'm promoting to do, and what fulfills me in a different way than just hanging out with my friends. People don't understand that you have responsibilities also, you have goals, you have things that you're trying to do. Now actually it's an easy sign for you to tell them deuces, umwambie bye, because mtu akianza kuwa na problems with you because you're trying to better yourself, you're not my friend. You're my obstacle. You're somebody I have to jump over. You're something that I have to get over. You're something that I have to let go of because I don't have time kujaribu convince na kujaribu kukwambia ati I'm sorry I have to chase the bag. I'm sorry I'm trying to go get my goals. I'm sorry I'm trying to get married. I'm sorry I'm trying to I'm not sorry. Where you do your thing. Where hapo again. I'm not doing that with you. So as you know, my thing is standards. So raise your friendship standards too, or just let them know from beginning, I am not going to be available to you forever. I'm not going to be available to you forever. I'm going to be available to you at allotted times, when time permits. I'll be available. But if your friends don't understand this, honestly, they're not your friends. And I'm not saying to be a bad friend. Of course, be considerate, be caring, be available to their needs, but not over your needs, not over your life, not over your future, not over the things you care about. Because at the end of the day, your friends cannot provide to you something that your husband or your wife can. Your friends cannot provide to you financial stability like your business can. Your friends cannot fulfill you in that same way. So wacha kujidanganya kusema ati I can take my friends with me, I can take my relationship with me, I can take my business with me. Utaanguka nyuma bado. You'll still fall off that ladder when you're trying to take everybody with you and trying to be considerate of everybody. Because at the same time, as you climb the ladder, yes, kama kuna rafiki when they're coming with you too, they're climbing the ladder right alongside with you. Basi sawa, yes, let's go. You're championing for them. You're campaigning for them to come with you. You want them to boss up with you, level up with you. You want them to be the best versions of themselves. Lakini sitaki mtu aenda complain hapo kujiambia maneno mingi. I don't want to be talked to about a lot of stuff, especially when I'm in my zone. Saizi niko na tunnel vision. I'm just looking forward. I'm looking straight. I just have to get stuff done. Alafu you're nagging to me about ati, how can you pick them? How can you spend quality time with them over me? How can you do this and that? Right now, I don't have time. That's just what it is. I don't have time to entertain kila mtu. Nataka tu entertain the things that actually need me to entertain, you know? Like, I just want to focus on what I'm focusing on and then move forward, like, because it's so time consuming to try to care for everybody's emotions, to try to kubeba kila mtu na kama ka egg. You know, I don't want to carry you around like an egg. I want to be able to carry you around like a rock. Ukianguka basi ni sawa, but naweza kuchukua. I can pick you back up and we can keep it moving. Saki kuanguka, alafu imeanguka. Oh my goodness. Saki kuanza kusikia hivyo. I want to be able to walk around with somebody that's resilient, that's strong, that's able to withstand the battle, the fights with me. That we can sit one day, tunakaa chini, tunakunywa kachai, tunacheka pamoja, tunaenda ka shopping, tunafanya maneno mingi, because we have made it to the top, tunaweza kaa sasa, tunaweza breathe. Lakini hiyo kunag all the way up as a level up, hata wenda tu. Alafu like when people start asking you, oh, when did you get this new self-esteem? When did you get this new feeling about yourself? When did you start leveling up? Because last time I left you, you are just like me. Ni sawa, because if if you haven't changed in the last 30 minutes, something is wrong. Something is wrong. You have to constantly be moving and evolving and be better and be better. See, at you, nobody, of course, we all have things that we're dealing with, and you cannot expect someone to change overnight or whatever. Like, you don't want somebody to be stagnant. You don't want somebody to just be stuck in their ways. You want someone that is able to say, the things that I used to do, yes, that was my way to survive. Like, the things that I'm about to do and the person that I am about to become is about to be the version of myself that I want to be. Those things that you had to do back in the day, those are things that you had to do to survive. As you evolve now, you start picking up the things that you learned along the way, and you're making yourself up the way you want to be. Ni kama kuweka ma lipstick na hii maneno yote. Like, you have to once say, okay, now I want to present myself this way. So this is what I have to do. These are the things that I'm putting on, and this is how I want to look as I present myself to the people that I want to present myself to. Sio maneno ya kuja present yourself to your friends. I don't want to make up myself for my friends. For what? They should know how I look. They should like how I look. They should like who I am. Now watu wanataka you hide yourself, or you try to divide your time with you and my business yangu. I cannot divide my time with my business. My time for my business is my time for my business. My time for my friends are my time for my friends. Hata saa ingine, you cannot reach me after a certain hour. I'm only available from like certain times to certain times, because I want you to take me seriously, because I want you to notice that I am taking myself seriously. Kuna watu wanaweza insult even how you take care of yourself. When I insult how you see yourself, because they think they're more important than you, and they're not. And that's a sad reality, because as growing up in high school, or just the early age of being friends with someone, you put them on a pedestal because you're so excited, because this is my friend, this is someone I love, this is someone that gets me, this is someone I can go to this high school with, this is someone that we can go to class pamoja, tunazifanya maneno mingi. Like, that's your friend, you can go to events with, you can party with. There's nobody that gets you like your friend. Yes, I understand that, and I love my friends. But at the same time, as we get to a certain age, when people are having kids, when people are married, when people are millionaires, when people are doing so many things, I don't have time to console my friend, to keep on reassuring my friend like we're friends. If I've been friends with you, then you know that we're friends. But you also have to understand that I am on a mission at this particular moment, and I need to get it. I need to go get it. And if saizi nasikia that you're holding me back, if I feel like you're holding me back, or you're not exactly mentally in the same space as I am, and your willpower is a little shaky, or your conversation is not matching up with my intentions, like I'm intending to level up in every way. Kuna leveling up, which is internal, na bossing up, which is external. Like, I want people that work for me. I want to be the best version of myself. So those things require me to be isolated from the BS. I don't want to be around it. So if you're bringing BS to me, utawachwa hapo. Hata kama nimekujua kutoka sijui siku ya kwanza, I don't care. I will leave you. I will leave you right behind, looking and feeling sad and in your feelings, because I have a very big job to do. I have a very big mission, and I have a lot of goals that I need to accomplish. Na hiyo maneno ya kujisikia ati kusema ati you belong to me, or you are my friend, you are my friend first, I was with you from this day. It's okay, ni sawa sawa too. I will take those insults. Unaweza nichapa hata, you can try. But you cannot do anything to me that is going to distract me from what I'm trying to do. Even if you're sijui who, even if you're my sijui what, I have to go get it. I have to go get that bag, and I have to fulfill myself with positive energy and positive things. Because hata kuna sangine when people are your friends and they're exuding negative energy the whole time you're around them, hata you don't know for what, You don't know why, lakini, but they are just negative. Wanasema tu kwa vitu slick compliments, other compliments, they are backhanded compliments. Ni, oh, I see you, you're doing good. Lakini hapo ulikuwa umekaa sijui hivi. Mimi sina saa. I don't want that. Of course, I don't want a yes man either. Check back to Yes Man episode 20. But yeah, I don't want to be really like, I don't like the idea of being someone's property in a sense because of time, like because of the age or how long you've been with somebody, feeling like you're entitled to their next move. Ebu, you need to come sit down at a table with me. We need to have a meeting about your next move. No, I don't have to tell you anything about my next move. I don't have to tell you the relationship I'm about to get into. I don't have to tell you what business I'm about to do. You just need to be my friend and support me along the way. Even if we are not as tight as we used to be, even if we're not the friends that we used to be, please just support me. Please just be with me. Even if you're not physically able to be with me or we are not in contact anymore, just support me from afar. But uskaanza kunipatia hiyo pressure na stress ya ati take me with you. Sangine, you cannot come. Hii path ni ya mtu moja tu. It's just for one person. It's just a one person path. And that's just fine with it. Because if it was you, I guarantee nazakupatia the freedom to do your thing. But watu wengine wako na different types of attachment to you. And it's unhealthy. Because sangine mtu hataki kukua uncomfortable because of what it means to be without you. Sometimes you just have to be uncomfortable because I am trying to be comfortable. So let me do me. So, that's just my spiel. It was really a rant. I just had to get that off. And it feels good. So it's okay, guys, to break up with your friends if they're putting you pressure ingine that you don't need on you. If they're putting a different type of pressure on you that is just unhealthy, wachana now. Because at the end of the day, you'll feel a little bit stress-free when you let go of something that you should have let go of a long time ago. Or when you let go of something and inakupatia like anxiety. Because those things are real. Stress is real. Anxiety is real. You don't need to be feeling those things from your friends. You want your friends to help you, elevate you, allow your mental health to be good health. You want people that are for you, not against you, not fighting you, not giving you ultimatums, not telling you when to do this and to do that, not interfering with your relationships, your husband, your serious dating, your business. You don't want people that are involving themselves in things that don't concern them. You want people that care about you, love you, and care about your happiness more than anything else, because your happiness is what makes you. Like, that's what makes you function. If you're unhappy, you cannot function correctly. So if someone is jeopardizing or threatening your happiness, you have to cut it off. Honestly, that's just what it is. And I just don't ever want to sound like I don't care or I'm a bad friend, because I'm a great friend, but I'm my own friend too. And I want to make sure that Shiro is happy and that nothing comes in between that. And I want to secure my future. So if someone is getting in between that, Lazma, I have to let you go. And it's just the way the cookie crumbles, or just the way the cookie crumbles, or just the way the pie breaks, or however you say it. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. This has been episode 22. I'm gonna put it in the description so that you can find the Instagram page, you can find the playlist, and you can also find the platforms, the other podcast platforms that I am on. So thank you for tuning in as always. I'll see you guys next week.
They don't wanna see me pray, man. I'm waiting for my blessings. All of my darkness I face.
Gotta do it like Nike. Good with my words and I might be hypey myself, but it's vibey.